Paper was like gold in medieval times.
Oh, not tobacco. Sugar.
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
Childhood sweethearts Andy Jones and Serina George are in love.
You know, I was just always sure that she was the one.
They met at 14. 8 years on, they're engaged, but they're struggling to stay debt-free.
Realistically, save up and not get into any debt to get married. I mean, I need now like 5, 6, 7 years.
So we're giving them £12,000 for their big day.
I want to be Mrs. Jones.
But there's a catch. Every single decision between now and the wedding must be made by Andy alone.
I'd say she was about this size.
He and Serina have agreed in the presence of a lawyer that Serina will move out and know absolutely nothing until the big day.
I might be wearing my frickin' pyjamas down here.
The next 4 weeks will push their relationship to the limit. Can Andy cope with the bridesmaids?
I hate it.
Calm the mother-in-law?
Honestly, I can't see this working.
And survive the stag night?
I'm scarred, actually. Physically scarred for life.
But most importantly, will he pick the perfect dress?
I don't think I wear it.
Can this man give his woman the best day of her life? 3 years ago, salesman Andy and insurance broker Serina moved out of home and in together.
I could not imagine my life without Serina now. It just wouldn't be right.
There's no doubt who wears the trousers in this relationship.
So, cheese, sauce, or sauce and...
Sauce and cheese. I do think that I'm a bit more...
aggressive.
Not now, like...
demanding.
Naggy and bossier than you.
Yeah. What? Is it too much?
She even bought their first flat in Bristol without telling Andy.
We never really discussed moving out or buying a place together.
I was like, no, you shouldn't have done that. What? It's been accepted though. I was like, right, okay. So when we're moving out.
For the next month, Serina's got to leave the home she's created and put laid-back Andy in charge of the most important day of her life.
The fact of not seeing Andy, not being at home, you know, missing the dog, you know, moving out and leaving my family, really, for 4 weeks is going to be really hard.
Guess.
It's scary.
Serina's family life hasn't been easy. Her father left before she was born. Her mother went on to marry and have 2 more children, but 3 years ago that relationship also ended, leaving Serina and her siblings without a father figure.
Dean and Shan, obviously, I think both of them idolise Andy.
To me, Andy is my big brother who cares for me. And that's just the only simple way of putting it.
He's made up for all of them, if you know what I mean.
The fact that all these things have happened and they've just been the same as they always have been, they've been Andy and Serina through that whole time, just shows how strong and unswerving their relationship is.
Andy's been a rock to Serina's whole family. Now he wants to prove that he can give her the perfect marriage.
It's going to be for me to show her that this is what you mean to me and enjoy it, and we're going to enjoy the rest of our lives.
But with only 4 weeks and £12,000, he's going to have his work cut out.
It's scary knowing that obviously I'm not going to have anything to do with it. I do get a little bit like, oh, God.
If the day went wrong, no, Serina wasn't happy, I think it just puts a bad stain on for the rest of your life.
The next time they meet will be at the altar.
The beers that help us think.
Best man Al is taking time out from the pizza shop he manages to be on call for Andy day and night.
I'm moving in with Andy just because he's got this wedding to plan and stuff, and he's only got 4 weeks, and he's sort of like asked me to be his best man and give him plenty of support.
Alan moving in with Andy, is that with creative lager? Takeaway food?
Yeah, beer and food. Beer and food, what else do we need, eh? There you go.
Just gonna be the boys' home, really.
We really need to start thinking about the wedding.
So is that pressure on him? Because I suppose it's not something boys or men think about at all, really.
Andrew's experience is in wedding etiquette or zero. The last wedding he went to was when he was a page boy. He was about 6 years old.
But Andy's got a plan, or at least a folder.
These are the folders that we're going to plan his wedding with. So, I've got all the alphabet.
Yeah.
Right, B, balloons. There's a lot of people that think that this would be mad. They think I'm mad doing this, and I've got no chance.
I think Andy could be a bit of a wind-up merchant. I'm pretty sure that we'll spend the next few weeks thinking we're going to have pizzas for our wedding meal.
Good chance to prove him wrong.
It's day one, and Andy's up bright and early on the hunt for the most important thing of all.
Obviously, V, venues. Women have this conspiracy that it's going to take you, like, years to plan it. I think that's just so you get engaged earlier or something like that, because it's not that hard. I'm interested in your venue for a wedding.
Andy wants to give Serina a grand wedding, but he wants it at short notice in the middle of the wedding season.
And I'm just after sort of your available dates. There don't seem to be the availability now. Bit worrying now, to be honest. My brain's ticking, thinking, oh God, I'm not going to be able to get the venue.
Across town, Serina's also starting to focus on her big day. She's heard there's a wedding fair at Bristol Zoo and can't resist taking sister Shan along for a look.
It'd be good to see what's obviously out there, but then in the other sense I might fall in love with something. Oh, that's so nice, I'd love to have that on my wedding day. But I doubt I will have it on my wedding day. When I was young, obviously, I always knew what I wanted, the fact that I did want to get married. I want my wedding day to be really, really good, something I can always remember.
But it's Andy who's making all the decisions. Fortunately, he's found a couple of venues with availability.
Very grand, yes. What's your first impression then? I really like it. Yeah.
First up, Manor House Lee Court definitely has the wow factor.
I just wondered if you could see the Bristol City ground from here.
Right, the next room is the library, and that's where I suggest we have the ceremony.
Where's all the books?
They aren't. they went long ago. It's a cost for 100 people, which would include the ceremony, the reception, and the evening party, would be in the region of between £90 and £100 a head.
That's almost £10,000, which would leave him only £2,000 for everything else.
At least I've got an idea now. Not many people are going to be coming to the wedding because you've got to pay per head. Keep the numbers down.
With Lee Court ruled out on cost, Andy's got just one other venue to see. Back at the wedding fair, Serina can look, but she can't buy.
I just can't get over that. I think that's absolutely amazing. Good, yeah. So I think there's going to be quite a bit of pressure on Andy. He's going to want to make sure that I do get my perfect day. But then on the other hand, I don't know what my perfect day is.
She may not know what she wants, but she's certainly discovering what she doesn't want.
That's horrible. I do like this one, but I don't like the big gap in between, if you know what I mean. I want it quite together.
Someone's getting very picky. Will Andy's standards be quite as exacting? Back on their venue hunt, the boys have arrived at the 17th century Park Estate.
It's quite old, isn't it?
General Manager Geoffrey Crockett gives them the guided tour.
If the weather's more inclement, then what I would do is I'd have the reception drinks in one of our 2 private dining rooms, which are here and here, and they link up. The building itself is Grade 2 star listed, and this is built in an old Masonic chapel, and if you look carefully you can see the old Masonic symbolism with the Temple of Solomon and set square and compass and so on around the room.
The well-spoken man, he's okay, he's good at his job, I guess. I wouldn't say he was on my sort of wavelength.
The search needs to go on, but we definitely need to be quick about it. And
yeah, we ain't got much time.
Yeah, we ain't got much time to waste.
Back at the wedding fair, Serina is about to get her first look at bridal gowns. And she's not liking what she sees.
Didn't like it had built-in sleeves, I just didn't like the sleeves.
My life is brilliant.
The ones that were just sort of tight. Bigger. Yeah, I didn't like them. I didn't want the buttons. I want it like laced up through the back, so that put me off of that one.
I saw an angel.
By the end of the show, reality hits home. She's having no say in the biggest day of her life.
I think it's just a bit, sort of things like that is overwhelming. It sort of brings the, you know, I'm going to be sort of mad. It's all right. It's all right. Sorry. You're getting married to Andy, don't worry about it. No, I know that, I know, but it's just like coming here and you see all this stuff and it's all a bit like, I don't know, it's just sort of hits home. You know, I'm so fussy. I want one on there I could say I would wear. Look after me, Shan. I do. I look after you. It'll be all right.
It's not been a good day for either of them. Andy's back to square one in his hunt for a stately home that won't bust the budget.
She cut me off. Another one crossed off the list.
I'm currently away from the office, returning on Thursday the 20th.
They're all on holiday.
It's the next day, and Andy's had a breakthrough. Overlooking the city of Bristol, the imposing Ashton Court estate was built in the 16th century by a rich merchant family.
Okay, so this is our main function room, and as you can see, it's all set up beautifully for a wedding that's taking place today.
Nice size.
It is, it's lovely. All south-facing, so lots of sunshine.
I always had this in my mind, but I was always thinking it's really expensive.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. Like, that's probably what it's probably why we didn't see it straight away, really.
Be nice.
Yeah, it'd be wicked.
Andy's made his mind up, but at £7,000, it would blow over half his budget. He's going to need to do a deal.
If we get the venue for £5,000, that'd be sound, I reckon.
Fortunately, his experience in sales means he has a few tricks up his sleeve.
Serena, right? You give them the silent treatment, that always works. So when they give you the price, just don't say anything. Just sit there, and they feel really uncomfortable until they might go, "Is that okay?" And you're like, "Right, okay." Ooh, that's what I like to hear. All right, cheers. Bye, bye. It's £5,066 without a buffet, and it's it's basically an extra £700 for the buffet, and that's all for 100 heads. So, yeah, it's definitely the one. It's the venue.
Since the wedding fair fiasco, Serina's had bridal wear on the brain.
Hopefully today I'll find something that obviously I will like, because I didn't really like a lot yesterday.
So she's taking her mum and Shan fantasy wedding dress shopping.
If she's got 2 or 3 that she says, actually, I really like this, and I really like this, and I really like this, then I'll feel at ease, and I think she'll feel happier after as well.
Andy's also facing the prospect of dress shopping, but for him, it's real.
This is the biggest job. From all along, it's the one that's been in my mind the whole time. Getting the wedding dress and make sure it's right, because before she sees anything on the day, that's probably the first thing she's going to see. So if she doesn't like that, then I'm don't stand good stead for the rest of the day, does it really?
That's... No, that's a bit much, isn't it? Yeah, I don't like the buttons at the back.
Okay. Do you not like that one there?
Just looks like a top and a skirt, really, I think. Not very dressy.
Why don't you try it? At least you...
No, I don't like it. I don't like all this layer.
If Serina can't find a dress she likes, what hope does Andy have?
There's 3 there. Stand back and just... Are you happy to try those 3?
I'm obviously really, really fussy because I don't think I particularly have any of these 3 as they are now.
So what are you going to do in the morning if you've got a beautiful dress at the front and you go, oh, that's beautiful, walk round the back and it's got buttons, what are you going to say?
I'll put it on.
Right, OK. All of a sudden she's got some specific she's looking for that really none of us really knew about before.
I'm hoping that she's not kind of cruel enough to not get married because she don't like the dress.
Andy! Hurry up, you tart! Stop doing your hair.
I have Alan with me today, which is kind of like the blind leading the blind.
I need you to give me as much information as possible.
Information's not a strong point.
Andy, I need to know what size she is.
I'd say she was about this size. About there. About there.
Just seconds in, Andy's already out of his depth.
Chiffon fabric, or are we after satin?
That's like, you know what satin is, do you?
No, I do.
Corset top, zipped back.
But I don't know how far off the mark can you get.
And I've only found 2 that I like. I think I'm going to sleep on it today, from what we've seen today. But yeah, I don't know. I'll see how I feel tomorrow about it.
It might be worth seeing some more shops, huh?
Yeah, it might be.
On the other side of town, Jill's finally persuaded Serina to try on a dress.
I could just picture the mascara down the face, really. Because that's got to be, you know, every mum's dream.
See, now that's beautiful.
That is beautiful, Serena. Do you know something? To me, that's just how I imagine you.
How do you feel in that one, besides the fact that it's a bit big? I don't like the brooch.
Will dress 2 fare any better?
Oh, Serena, that's beautiful. You absolutely look stunning in that dress.
Still wouldn't want it, really.
See, that's bridey to me.
Well, I don't like a veil, and I like any type of veil. Right, just a piece of net on my head.
Okay.
I could come here and pick you a dress, like, all the bits you want and the bits you don't want. And I'm just like thinking, it's not even me that's got to do it, it's Andrew. On that wedding morning, what are you going to do if you don't like it?
I'll say I don't like it.
And if she doesn't like it, she'll have nothing to wear on the biggest day of her life.
Honestly, I can't see this working. If she can't walk into a shop and find a dress, how's he going to go into a shop and find a dress? I'm sorry. In the morning, you're going to bring a dress in, and she's going to walk around the dress and it's not going to have all the bits she wants, and it's her day. Will she put it on? I don't know.
It's 1 week in, and having failed to decide on a dress, the lads are back on more familiar territory. Cars. And Andy's searched out his ultimate car, a Bentley.
This is it. Is what Just Bentley's calls a bridal car. What you get to choose is colour of suit I wear, colour of shirt I wear, what colour ribbon you want, so if there's a specific colour or theme, then just let me know. There's always refreshments in the car, like orange squash, because I find after the bride and groom have got married, their mouth's all dry, so you want something to refresh your palate. Also, we say you can have a cheese or a ham sandwich, because if you have breakfast at 9, get wed at 1, and you're getting your reception food at, say, 3 or 4, then I find the bride and groom are a little bit hungry, so we supply that as well. If you want to have a walk round it, it's £177,000, top of the range. That's where your cocktail cabinet is, your picnic tables, and then you have your water in the armrest. There's always like boiled sweets, mint and fruit flavoured. So all you have to do is just request whatever you want is what you get.
He's heard enough and books the Bentley on the spot.
We kind of budgeted about 500 for the car, but we managed to kind of get a little bit of a deal out of him, just do that for 250.
The boys are on a roll. Their next priority, entertainment.
Hi guys, all right?
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
They've borrowed an office from a friend to hold their very own Phoenix Night-style auditions for some of Bristol's finest talent.
Next.
Good morning, my name's Joe, magician. Show me the magic, is that okay?
Yeah.
Why don't you take the second ball? And just a little wave of the wand, Andy, and a little tap. It disappears back. Andy, lift the cups, please. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very, very much.
I make next.
Something that's quite quick and simple. But people often like this one.
I reckon it's a giraffe.
This is like a giant cheese straw. Now, I got into balloons because I had a very poor social life. And someone said go home and play with latex. I did. Hey!
I make next.
I'm a silhouette artist. You see, if I talk along like this, it looks like I'm multitasking. There we are.
That's great.
Nice.
Andy might not have a dress, a suit or a ring, but at least he's booked a magician for the knockdown bargain price of £200. While the boys are out, a homesick Serina's grabbing her chance to visit someone she's been missing.
Going to see my dog Breen. Haven't seen her in a little while and I know she'll be missing me. She's getting sad when I'm not there.
She's never spent this long away from home since moving in with Andy.
Oh, Mummy's home! I don't know, I think the whole obviously not seeing Andy's been really hard. Just obviously everything's different, you know, I'm not at home, not seeing Breen, not seeing Andy. And it's all just been really, really strange. Fruit. I suppose I must mother him too much. I like to know what he's doing and, you know, making sure he's having his tea. Might not be the same, but there was one can of Foster's when I left.
She would be going mad if she knows what I've been eating, what I've been drinking, what time I've been going to sleep, what time I've been getting up.
Right then. Sit.
The last 2 weeks have made Serina realise how much she likes running her own home.
Other one. It made me realise I don't think I could ever move back home again. You know, once you've had your own space, I don't think there's ever no going to live back with your parents again.
But until her wedding day, she's got no choice. Over the next few days, Andy's sales skills seem to desert him as he orders flowers at double his estimate,
530, which is about the average spend,
and a cake that's the price of a wedding dress.
This is actually one of the most expensive designs I do. So you're talking probably for something like this, somewhere in the region of about $650, I would think. So.
Do it. Some costs just are not even a bit more than you think. They're like triple or double what you're thinking.
Time for a reality check.
Okay, from the top? From the top. Bridesmaid dress.
He's already spent nearly 10 grand. At this rate, Serina's going to be walking down the aisle naked, or he'll be going back into debt.
£90. That seems a lot though, doesn't it?
Get the old flexible fend out.
When I was in debt, when I've been in debt, it's just horrible. You know, I just hate it, I can't do anything. So it just scares me now to start borrowing money. I just couldn't start my life in debt.
Determined to start cutting his costs, Andy gets his invites back from the printers and finishes them by hand, with a little help from his family.
Ain't she good, eh?
Yeah, thanks, Mum.
And he's saving money on stamps. It's halfway through the month and time for the boys to get suited and booted. And it's a big day for Serina's teenage brother, Dean. With their dad not on the scene, he'll be walking her down the aisle.
Obviously, the fact that my dad won't be there on the day, Dean's sort of the only person I would sort of want that to give that responsibility to, really.
Serina asking me to give her away is probably one of the proudest things in my entire life.
Shall we dress the young man in the corner? I know he's been looking forward to this all day. The longer it takes, the longer you're going to be in there.
Yeah.
Big responsibility giving your sister away, mind. You got to make a speech as well, yeah?
This is pain. I just hate anything formal. I'd have my face covered by a bag. But for my sister, I'll wear a suit, whatever they ask me to wear.
So, what's the verdict?
There we go. Look at really smart.
Impressed. I think he's going to be beating the ladies off with his stick.
You're all loving this way too much. Oh, everyone hates me.
Do the dance! Do the dance!
So, Andy, this is what I had in mind, mate, for what we should wear on the wedding day.
How much is that for me? Can I have that suit?
Priceless, son. Priceless.
When everyone sees us, I want them just to think, yeah, they look slick. You know, pimps. Pimping it up.
Now that he's kitted himself out, Andy can't avoid making a decision on Serina's dress any longer.
Like I said, I love the dress, but as soon as you look at it, you just think breasts. I didn't see it at the time so much, but now it's just like, you know, boobs.
He's going to have to see some more dresses, and fast.
What about this one?
What do you think of that?
It's all right, but not what I was thinking.
I think he's worse than brides.
I seem to be getting like that, yeah.
I'm glad that all the grooms don't come in, eh?
He is very, very picky.
Eventually, one dress catches Andy's eye. Al uses his charm on the shop assistant.
Could you try it on for her?
I can if you like.
Woohoo! Yeah, that looks so much different on someone, doesn't it?
Can you see the back?
Could you imagine, like, Serina in that now?
I like it.
This one doesn't say boobs, and at £900 he can just about afford it.
Another job ticked off.
Right, see you later, Mum. Bye!
The boys are on a high, but back at the girls' house, relations between Serina and her mum have been deteriorating.
It's something what I'm not used to anyway. I'm used to obviously being at home. It's my own home, doing what I do. So it's hard to, anyway, to go and after living on your own, to go back to your mum's and, you know, it's just, that's difficult. And then obviously when we were talking about the dresses, I, you know, wasn't overwhelmed by any of them whatsoever. I think that's when it kicked in, and we didn't necessarily have an argument that night, but I think she started wearing, and then obviously I think that's when she really started to sit down and think, you know, I've not had any input in this.
You know, that's my first daughter's wedding, and I've got no part in it. You know, which is fine. No, it's not fine, because that's not what that's not what I want. I want to be. I personally, I need to be doing something.
To try and involve Jill, Andy's invited her and his own mum Sandra to accompany their daughters shopping for bridesmaid dresses. With 4 women in tow, Andy's got no shortage of opinions, but he's decided on the colour scheme all on his own.
Pink, is it? Okay, we'll have to start having a look through the whole shop.
Picking bridesmaid dresses is going to be hard because Bev and Shang are very different, but I've always, when I think about obviously getting married, I would like both my bridesmaids to have the same dress.
Unfortunately, all the dresses are bespoke. There are only 2 pink ones in stock to fit his 2 very different bridesmaids.
As you can see, there is pink, but not too pink. It's the same dress.
I'm not particularly too fussy, as long as it just doesn't make me look like stupid. I hate it.
Andy's got a problem.
I love mine.
I love it too.
What do you think of mine, Andrew?
Yeah, it's nice.
I bet it does look beautiful.
While sister Bev's looking pretty in pink, Shan won't be seen dead in it.
It will be a case of maybe not going for the colour Andrew would like, or possibly maybe not having 2 bridesmaids.
They're not as nice. Yeah,
I think a girl's faces said it, didn't it? I'm worried now, Andrew, because we walk past and you see, oh, there's a nice big shop there, all those dresses, there'll be something to suit.
They both like these. It's going to be down to Andrew now.
But just get, and get them in the colours. Yeah.
Just my favourite.
Remember, I'm wearing red, Bev's wearing lilac, and we both hate these colours on ourselves. So, and we're saying we really like the dress.
So success on the style, but can he get it made up in pink and delivered from China in time?
No, there's a huge problem with the time frame. It normally takes me 16 weeks to order a dress in. It's because they need to be made. They're not ready-made.
But Andy's only got 1 week until his wedding. It's the morning of the stag night. Andy and Al snatch a rare chance to take some time off from wedding planning.
So, when did you know that Serina was the one, mate? You don't all of a sudden go, oh, she's the one. Ting. Just that, do you know what I mean? Just is. Yeah. I think it's just because I thought I could spend, like, the rest of my life. Like, you don't think, oh, you might get another bird in one day. Yeah. You just got, you know what I mean? You know.
Yeah.
Back at the girls' house, preparations for the hen night are also underway.
Oh, let's see the dress.
And talk also turns to the vagaries of love.
Do you picture yourself getting older, Vandy?
Yeah, grannies together.
Cardigans and stuff.
Yeah.
You with your knitting.
Little simmer frames.
Andy doing the gardening and stuff.
Don't know about Andy doing the gardening. He doesn't do it now when he's young, so I can't see him doing it when he's old, but yeah.
With
little
your
grannies
kids.
Together. Little
And your
grandkids
grandkids.
coming round. Hopefully you might live abroad or something, retire abroad.
Find you one next, mate.
So damn.
Later on.
Another 2 years of partying, I think.
That's what you want to find, a female version of me.
I don't want to find a female version of you.
Why?
Just because of good mates and all right, like, you're not crossing the border, mate, all right?
Yeah, but it should be female. Just be like me with hair. We better get back and drink some beer, because this is getting a bit romantic, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're talking about if you had a wig on and stuff, we'd like go out of you and stuff, so I think it's time to go.
What if people bring like things for you to put on like an L plate and stuff? Would you wear it?
No.
Why not?
I've already said I'm not wearing nothing. I'm wearing my normal clothes.
Yeah, but it's all part of the fun, isn't
I
it?
like to draw attention to myself.
My belt keeps falling off!
So what's it going to be like? Last man standing tonight or what? 3, 2, 1, go!
Look at the face! Oh my god! She will now. Let's make Santa beards on everyone. I got some there. Hang on. Mum, I want some foam.
Well, I'll get you some foam. Wait.
Serina, you don't want no foam. She was
Serina, you
going
don't want no foam. You want a drink. There's your foam, love.
Make me a beard like Santa Claus. It's dirty. I want a beard like Santa Claus.
We're walking that way now. We might find Santa Claus in a minute.
Oh, mate, yeah, at the moment waiting for the stripper for Andy. You're okay to sweat here for 2 seconds just so I make sure that's it. There's the bad boy!
There was no need for it. There was no need. Wow, that's how, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Bad boy, Mr. Jones!
What she said in my ear is just unrepeatable. You can't even... It's disgusting. She's old enough to be my mum. She might as well be my mum. That's a disgusting thing. Oh. I'm scarred, actually. Physically scarred for life.
It's the morning after the night before. Andy's supposed to be going ring shopping.
Give me a drink. Give me a drink. Oh. No, I'm not in a good frame of mind to do anything. I can't even talk. It's a waste of space.
It looks like nothing's going to get done today. Andy needs to get a move on, but act in haste, repent at leisure.
Getting a day right is massively important to me in loads of different ways for, you know, giving Serina the best day that she wants, to prove anyone that doubt me wrong. It just, yeah, it's massively important. There's so much pressure to get it right. I just want it to be perfect.
With 4 days to go, he still has to organise wedding rings, a photographer and accessories. But he's only got £600 left. So, the boys decide to ring round and try to renegotiate the deals they've already done.
Oh, cool. Yeah, ring them back. Just say, we're just going to wonder about the price because, you know, budget's tight.
Well, yeah, we can try, can't we? Yeah, it was, like, your quote was good, but it was just a bit too expensive for us, to be honest. Yeah, that's great if you can, like, come back with another offer or something. And
in one afternoon, they managed to claw back another £500.
Look, just me.
But not everything costs money. The centrepiece to Andy's evening will be a song specially written and performed by musician friend IK.
A friend of mine who I wanted to sing at the wedding has basically wrote a song for the wedding. And I know it's called, I think it's called Glad You've Got My Ring On. But I don't really know anything about it, so I'm hoping that it's quality.
I never thought I'd see this day. I never thought it'd go this way. I never thought we'd share the kiss. I'm glad you got my ring on.
I'm definitely impressed with that song.
That song would be like perfect for like the first dance. Yeah, first dance being a married couple.
Yeah. Do you want to dance with me to the song?
No, mate. I think I'll sing maybe. Might be a bit more romantic with my wife.
Yeah, true.
As the day draws closer, Serina's nerves are fraying. She's taken sister Shan to the beauty parlour in a bid to try and relax.
There's just silly little things, like what I'm going to have in my hair. And my dress, obviously the fact that I haven't been fitted for a dress and stuff. So it's 3 days to go, and do you know what I mean? I might be wearing my freaking pyjamas down here.
But while the girls take time out, time's running out for Andy.
That's mostly well there, isn't it?
So his family gets stuck in, keeping costs down with homemade favours.
Is that all right? Is that to your standards? We'll rock it.
The dresses arrived from China.
Yes, you're very lucky. I've steamed them up. They're in the bag. They're ready to go.
Result.
And, you're very lucky, man.
With 2 days to go, there's still one very important job outstanding.
Going ring shopping, well, I'm going ring shopping, and it's 4:25, and the ring shop shuts at 5.
He's made it to the shop with minutes to go.
When's the big day?
Friday.
Oh, not long then.
Andy picks out a white gold ring for himself.
I mean, it's a different kind of white to the polished up titanium.
And a yellow gold one for Serina. That's his last £350 spent. The girls are keeping themselves busy and their minds off what tomorrow might hold. But tension is mounting.
I'm really excited, to be honest. I'm sure he's going to have done really well.
It's really, really weird. It still doesn't feel like I'm going to be getting married in sort of, or even be married, you know. I'm going to be Mrs. Jones, and this still hasn't really kicked in. I don't know, it's all a bit weird.
But it's all about to become very real. Serina's finally going to try on the dress Andy's agonised over.
Well, obviously I need to know if it fits before tomorrow. So yeah, it'd be good, hopefully. Hopefully I like it.
Women wanting the dress to be perfect, but if she refused to wear it or like refused to kind of get married to me or something, I think that'd be out of order.
Hi. Hello, how are you? I'm fine. It's Serina. I've come to look at a dress that Andy come in and picked.
Okay, I'll go and grab the dress for you.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to hang on there.
Right.
Just keep picturing her like, just hating it.
What to think? It's got those layers. What do you think? I don't know. I think I need to try it on.
Perhaps I should have brought you all up not to be so fussy. I want to cry. This step.
Reminds me of Viennetta, if that makes any sense. Viennetta ice cream.
What? You look like an ice cream.
Yeah, unsure.
Unaware of the stress his bride is going through, Andy's back at Ashton Court and he's got problems of his own. His seating plan isn't going to work.
That's just is a rectangular room, so the tables need to be on 2 lines, yeah? This will give the guest the impression that they're going to have a top table and 3 line of tables coming down.
The table plan has to be redrawn from scratch. Will the same fate await his choice of dress?
11. And that's the way it's going to look.
If I went into shop, I don't think this would be the one I would have come out with. But on, I really like it. What do you think?
I mean, he's done really well. The dress is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think he's done her proud.
A Viennetta dress. I do feel bridey in it.
It's the night before the wedding. The two amigos are looking back over the last month.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know if I could have done it without you, to be fair. It would have been much, much harder. Yeah, I think I'd have struggled big time.
That's what makes it for, eh?
That's it. Exactly. We did it as a couple.
Ah, couple. And you now.
Has this month been easier or harder than you thought it was going to be?
It's definitely been harder, and I think if I turn back time, I won't do it again. No way. But I might feel different after tomorrow.
Are you looking forward to being Mrs. Jones tomorrow?
Yeah, it'd be really weird, wouldn't it? It won't be a George anymore. Yeah,
You're still a George somewhere in there.
Yeah,
You'll never not be a George.
Through and through. But obviously, yeah, it will be weird being Jones. Serina Jones.
So today's the day. After 4 weeks of separation, lots of hard work and a bill of £12,000, it's finally the wedding day.
Yeah, new pants.
I'm feeling excited.
It's feeling more real now I've put my tiara on. I didn't want that bit shoved up there like that one.
He looks smart.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be a lot more nervous, but I'm not sure if he's just not showing it, but deep down he must be like really nervous.
Andy's kept to his budget, but can he deliver Serina's perfect day?
Yeah, they're really, really nice. I love that they've got the little diamond things in. I've never seen that before.
It's good. I like it.
He's doing very well, isn't he? So far. I love the colour, actually. Really like it.
Off we go then, Mr. Jones.
Dean arrives to pick up Serina, and the girls see him in a suit for the first time.
Kiss. Have a kiss, you know.
Can't stop crying.
Oh, my makeup isn't running down my face.
You look absolutely lost. I tell you what, I'm so proud of you all. You look so beautiful.
Bev, I need to stop crying.
I know. Do you want to take your sister's arm?
You're right.
Take her arm.
What do?
Yeah.
You got to do like that?
It's everything you want.
Oh, you look so beautiful.
You're my shining star, no matter where you are. And now you're in my life.
I like my boobs.
Lipstick. Oh, that lipstick.
Serina think you've been up to something, yeah?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Shave, hair done, suit.
Who's the daddy, eh?
You're the best thing in my life.
Just hot or worried or anxious or both?
I don't know what I have. I think I might be getting a bit nervous now.
A little bit nervous, mate. A little bit nervous.
What's the wings to?
Shut up.
In for the nose, out for the mouth.
Serina finally gets to marry the man who stood by her through thick and thin.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a token of my love.
as a token of my love.
I promise to stand by you.
I promise to stand by you.
Whatever the future holds.
Whatever the future holds.
To cherish and sustain you.
To cherish and sustain you.
And always be your friend.
And to always be your friend.
Well done, thank you. May you treasure this trust and responsibility. May neither failure nor misfortune ever part you. And may you live full and rich lives together. Now it gives me very much pleasure indeed in declaring you husband and wife. In true tradition, you may kiss your bride.
Oh, not yet,
We're so very proud of him.
There we go. Brilliant, well done. Yeah, it's a proud moment. It really is a proud moment for a father. The boy's done good.
Great. I'm just so choked up inside at how well it's gone together and how well they went together.
Okay, here we go. Superb.
I've always said everything would be perfect. It is. I've never ever doubted him.
He should be really, really proud of himself. I think he's got a career in wedding planning. I don't know, I just can't stop smiling.
You're right. Andy's given me my perfect day. But it isn't over yet, so the reception best be good.
For Dean, the moment of truth has arrived as he rises to give the first speech of the day.
First and foremost, I would like to thank everyone for attending today, because it means a lot to Andy and Serina, of course. Don't know why, but... one thing that I really wanted to say is I'm so proud that Serina considered me to be able to walk her down the aisle. And I'd just like to thank Andy and Serina for that right now, because that's more of an honour than I could have asked for. Now, for those who have not yet drank all their champagne, could you just look in your glasses a minute and have a look at your reflection? I'd like to know if anyone here has looked into their glass and seen a frown or anything not resembling happiness, because I see no reason today why any of you should be unhappy, because this is one of the proudest days of my life ever.
Hi everyone, for the ones that don't know me, my name is Alan and I'm alcoholic. It's been a huge pleasure to be Andy's best man. When he asked me back in March, I was over the moon, I was honoured. Being the best man and stuff, you get to dance with like the bridesmaids and the bridesmaid being your sister and stuff. I thought, hell yeah. See you on the dance floor later, baby. Andy, it's been an absolute pleasure to be your best man. If everyone could just stand up now. And to toast to the bride and groom, congratulations. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers, dude.
You're married now. Never gonna see him again. Never.
It was what we wanted for a long time and stuff, to get married and stuff, and now it's like finally happened. It's like, I don't know, I was like really happy for him, so.
He's a legend, absolute legend. I couldn't have done it without him, so I'm gonna miss sharing a bed with him, man.
Andy's even managed to stretch his budget to lay on an entertainment-filled evening extravaganza.
Couple of bottles of Moet, please.
Today's just got better and better and better. Every single thing has been absolutely perfect. I just wanted to say, obviously, a very big thank you to you, because today has been absolutely perfect. And it's all thanks to you. Oh. And obviously I love you so much. And on Sunday, thanks to your mum and dad, we're flying out to Cyprus for a week.
Andy and Serina, congratulations, especially for you guys.
And for their first dance, Andy's friend IK performs Glad You've Got My Ring On.
I'm glad you got
There's just one more thing Serina wants, and that's for Al to move out.
Al can only come around once a week.
Once a week is, I think, enough. We are having it back to how it was before.
Yeah.
I am not having no messing from you or anyone.
No,
Do you know what I mean? You're back under the thumb now, Andrew. Get used to it, and it's even worse now because we're married.
No, seriously.
You love it, Rudy.
I know, because when we go back tomorrow, Al's already there.
No, he's not. So I've took the key off of him.
No, because I give him a number.
God's sake, stop talking.
Once a week, once a week.
Oh,
Every day, Al. Every day.
See that, James? See you in a bit, bro.
Every day.
Bye, cousin. Bye.
Cheers.
You forgot me! They left me.
I love you, Anne. Where's your friends?
They left me.
Oh, baby, I believe in this love. Comes a little like soft rain pouring from the heavens above. There was a time, listen to the ominous roll of thunder. Seems like we'll all be taken under. But now I can't complain.